Fox News poll, and Donald Trump does not like this poll, and he has a point. So here's the headline of the new Fox News poll. Do you think President Trump should be impeached and removed from office? Yes, 50%. No, 46. Don't know, 5. Okay, so that's in the margin of error, almost 3 points margin of error. It's like that. But here's where the fix is in. And Fox News should not be doing this. And if I were there, they would not be doing it. Trust me. They polled 46% Democrat, 41% Republican, 12% independent, undefined. So they don't tell you if the independents are leaning left or leaning right, which they have to do. So it's a 5-point spread in the poll. You know, 95% of Democrats are going to say, yeah, get rid of Trump. And 95% of Republicans say, no, don't. So you've got to have it 50-50 if you want to have a fair barometer of public opinion. Now, they'll tell you, the pollsters will, well, there are more registered Democrats than Republicans. That's true. But you're not asking about party politics. You're not asking about party politics. You're asking about an individual. Should you remove the President of the United States? It has nothing to do with the parties. It has to do with Americans. Yeah, he's not fit to serve, or yeah, he is fit to serve. You don't skew it 5 points and not tell anybody. Fox News doesn't tell you that. That really steams me. Chico State, which is the University of California system, this is unbelievable. I couldn't believe it, but we checked it, and it's true. So they have a faculty group, Chico State Faculty Association. They came out with 2 public statements. Here's the first one, quote, "We want students, staff, and faculty of color, as well as members of any other groups that have been targeted by white supremacist insults, ridicule, and other forms of oppression, to know that CFA, Chico State faculty, sees the harm that is inflicted when we all are subjected to witness such abuse." All right, so apparently in Chico, California, a rural part of the state, there's a huge white supremacist problem on the campus. I just don't understand. Here's worse. All right? Faculty puts out this statement, quote, "Displaying banners and signs supporting the re-election of the sitting president can be experienced as an act of racist provocation." Is that unbelievable? So the faculty at Chico, University of California, means their salaries are being paid by the taxpayers there, basically have taken all constitutional rights away from anybody who would support President Trump on the campus, because it's a racial provocation. Of course, if it's a racial provocation, you're not allowed to do it on Chico State. It's just staggering. Where are the board of trustees for that university? Where's the president of the university? This garbage, Chico State. Remember that. If you're out in California or anywhere else, don't send your kid there or grandkids there. It's a lunatic asylum. So I had a friend stop over today before I went up to tape this, and I was doing research for the show, but I didn't have the TV on. He goes, "You're not watching impeachment?" I go, No. Why would I do that? Why would I watch this? This is a fraud, a ruse. And I'm not saying that to protect Donald Trump or to booster the Republican Party. I'm just saying this as a historian. As a historian. This is just bull. They're allowed to do it. The Democrats control the House. I hope that they don't control the House come next November. I am praying The Democratic Party gets slaughtered next November. And that's the first time in my life I have ever said anything like that. They deserve to be punished. I hope what happened in Great Britain last week happens here. And this is nothing to do with Donald Trump or the Republicans. This has to do with a corrupt Democratic Party. That's what it has to do. And tomorrow we'll go over the debate on Thursday night. But you want to know how corrupt this party is? I'm going to play you a soundbite that will prove it beyond any reasonable doubt. So one of the guys who's pushing this impeachment is Congressman Jerrold Nadler from New York. All right? So Nadler is the chair of the House Judiciary Committee. You know all this. Here's what Nadler said about the impeachment of Bill Clinton. Go.
The effect of impeachment is to overturn the popular will of the voters. We must not overturn an election and remove a president from office, except to defend our system of government or our constitutional liberties against a dire threat. And we must not do so without an overwhelming consensus of the American people. There must never be a narrowly voted impeachment or an impeachment supported by one of our major political parties and opposed by the other. Such an impeachment will produce the divisiveness and bitterness in our politics for years to come and will call into question the very legitimacy of our political institutions.
What a blanking hypocrite that man is. I mean, it is disgraceful and disgusting. And this is what it's come to. Okay, so there are a few things that happened after the impeachment vote that were interesting. The first was the Washington Post. They are tied with the New York Times about how much to hate Donald Trump. Their whole existence, the Washington Post, designed to hurt Trump. Well, some of their people were celebrating the impeachment. Give us the picture here. Let's take a look at it. So they're celebrating impeachment or something, right? There they are having a swell time. They send out this picture. What do they think was going to happen? Impeachment? What do they think? And of course, outcry on Twitter, and they had to take it down. But is anybody surprised? From the hierarchy on down, the ownership, everybody, get Trump. Always been that way, ever since he stepped into the campaign. The other thing is CNN, of course. They were having a great time last night. And one of their people, Jake Tapper, he purports to be a journalist. I mean, Tapper, he's not like me or the other analysts and commentators. No. He says that he is an objective journalist. Now, his background is in entertainment television. So here's what Tapper says about the impeachment deal. Go.
But one of the things that we hear from House Republicans so often are just misrepresentations, lies about what happened. And I wish, I don't know how many people watching remember the show Pop-Up Video on VH1, which would provide up little facts and figures during music videos back when people showed music videos. But I wish that we could do Pop-Up Video for these facts, because we're about to hear a torrent of lies about what the president actually did.
So we're about to hear. So Jake Tapper is predicting, he's kind of a psychic. We're about to hear a torrent of lies. Now, the only reason I don't like that guy, I got a full disclosure, I can't fathom him. And the hypocrisy of saying, I'm a journalist. I'm seeking the truth. Oh, come on. And the whole crew at NBC News, CNN, Washington Post, New York Times, everybody, because as I have exhaustively explained, the corporations order it. That's it. You do what they're told. And as Mike Bloomberg said last week, give Bloomberg credit for being honest. Hey, I signed the checks. They're going to do what I told them to do.